All righty, I'm still here with meteorologist Daniel McDonald, who's got a check of your forecast. Hopefully our temperatures aren't spiking as much as those gas prices, huh?
No, not quite, but they are definitely going up a little bit here. We're going to keep that trend going from yesterday for Wednesday, as it looks like highs should be back in the lower to mid 90s, right where we should be this time of the year. After we've spent most of this week here below average, we should have highs at least at 90 today, even in some of those spots that have been running a bit behind the rest of the area, maybe getting up to as high as around 95 in some locations. I think Memphis here is going to get up to about 93. Right now, 78 degrees with an 80-degree feels-like temperature reading and dew points at 69. East Memphis camera showing very clear skies. Probably not seeing as much cloud cover as yesterday. We didn't really see that much yesterday to begin with, but it is going to be still a little bit hotter, more sunshine. The winds out of the north not going to be as strong today, and that allows us to make another solid jump here by about 2 degrees or so into some higher temperature ranges. Right now, the winds are calm. Still out of the north is where they should be blowing from once they do pick up by later this morning. And it will be interesting to see what effect they have on the code orange air quality alert that has been issued by the Shelby County Health Department for the Memphis Metro, not just Shelby County, but also within DeSoto and Crittenden counties. That code orange is for an increased level of ozone here in the atmosphere and probably being aggravated by the presence of wildfire smoke up a bit higher in the atmosphere, but still extending all the way from the Pacific Northwest down through the plains, the central United States, and towards the mid-south and other southeastern cities and regions. It is going to be a day here where those of us that are a bit more sensitive to these air quality disturbances will want to try and maybe limit our time, at least for extended periods outdoors. Asthma, COPD, those of us that do have those conditions here, and maybe noticing a bit more than usual, some nose, eye, or throat irritation, even for those healthier individuals. But it will be something that is only likely to occur for today or be a little bit of an issue, as that smoke is definitely still being pushed off here across many other swaths of the country, and we won't have really any sort of actual visibility reductions out of this. It will just be some of that air quality. Maybe the sky just appears a little bit hazy off in the distance here, a bit more so than usual for these early summertime months. We get some of that heat rising off the ground in those urban areas, the urban heat island effect. Well, this time it may be partially because of just some haze, some ozone and wildfire smoke partially contributing there and mixed in within the air. But up in the sky, in terms of anything that's going to fall from it, I think we are safe once again. It looks like the sunny conditions with almost totally cloudless skies, at least right now, will continue. And even heading into this evening, probably nothing that ends up developing here with another very sort of wide spanning radius of clearer conditions in those other neighboring regions. The rain chances, again, maybe about 10% by later this evening. Just see a little sprinkle or two filter in, but the next couple of evenings still not showing much of a change here in terms of the composition of rainfall. More clouds here and higher humidity levels gradually these next few afternoons and evenings. By Friday night is probably when we start to see a few pop-up shower and storm chances become a bit more present. Could be lasting into Saturday as well here. Maybe a little bit of a wet start to the day, but by no means a washout expected at any point this weekend. We'll just maybe want to pay attention a little bit more now to the radar after we just haven't really had to for much of the last couple of days. So it will be, again, a little bit of a change here. And regardless, even if we don't end up seeing much rain develop, the heat index is definitely going to be higher. It will be more humid, probably feeling close to 100 degrees, but not the case yet for today. 93, maybe feeling like 95 in some areas, 72 for the low tonight. Clear skies. Still, I think a few of us that'll be down in the 60s as we wake up on Thursday, but eventually the temperatures are going to stabilize. We'll rise those temperatures or raise them one more time here for Thursday, and then heading into the weekend, we are going to stabilize again with chances of rain looking a little higher Friday and Saturday, but still by no means widespread. And then heading into next week, the chances of rain do recede once again. Temperatures still hold steady. The heat index probably going to be a little more uncomfortable at this time, but all in all, I think it is going to be a pretty consistent pattern where we won't have too many drastic changes either up and down in terms of temperatures, humidity, or rain chances. So a bit more consistency, always a welcome sight this time of the year.